as a player, what is it like to like, you know, be like, you're like a symbol, you know, of sports, you know, like you're the biggest thing in the business. You're like an icon, and then when you retire, you know, like, what are the feelings that you're left with?
It's a long drop. It's a quick drop. 20 football players, 100,000 people in the stadium. Basketball players, 20,000. But you play every weekend. In our case, every other night, and you get a lot of a release, competitive release. You get a lot of adulation. You get a lot of support from fans. You feel your identity and your self-worth can really be tied up in your career as an athlete. And when you're done, not everybody's asked to stay around and be a part of the game. Some people are left having to find out what life really is like from day to day, 9 to 5, out here, in the real world where we're not so sheltered, we're not so coddled and spoiled. The real world's a rough place, man, and you need support around you. And everyone assumes, like professional athletes, you just have it all. It's all great, and there's not much they can, have to complain about or to worry about. But depression's real. People have real problems, man. You heard he's a father, has 3 kids or 4 kids, had an ex-wife, so he was married and went through that. So, look, man, at the end of the day, he shot himself in the chest, which is the heart, and a lot of people die of a broken heart, man, when you leave the game, and it may not happen right away, but you're saying goodbye to your life that you knew for so long, and never the same again.
So is there anything that, like, the leagues have, like in the NBA or in the NFL, for these players, when they retire, as a support system set up, or do they need to set something like that up?
I can only speak to the NBA and the Legends program, where they actually have a former players union where they do things together, they get together, they support each other. It's needed. It should be.
Hey everyone. Is it the fame, or is it the lack of fame, the missing of fame, that will drive some celebrities crazy? You just heard Rick Fox, and he was talking about this football player who just recently shot himself. He was basically saying that it's tough for people who are used to fame, used to people kissing your ass, used to people just admiring everything that you do. That comes with fame. And people just sort of give into whatever you want and pacify you. Is it the fame that drives some of these people to suicide, or is it the lack of fame? I mean, take a look at Lindsay Lohan, a perfect example of somebody who is famous. And at first, she was famous for being a really great child actress. Now she's just famous for being a train wreck. Was it the fame that was driving her crazy and turning her into an alcoholic, drug-addicted mess? I don't know. And then you have to think of the people who were famous and are no longer famous, and they can't handle that. It's very much like a double-edged sword. On one hand, it's so wonderful to be famous, and it's so wonderful to have all the accolades that come with fame. Free this, free that. People will just they'll give you almost anything. The other side of that is it's still there, but it's driving you crazy. You have so many people in your face every day. You have so many different people chasing you, even stalking you, as in the case of so many celebrities like Halle Berry, Paris Hilton, and the list goes on, where they've had to get restraining orders against people to keep them away from them simply because they are famous. So to me, it seems like a double-edged sword. It's not one that I would ever want for myself. I'd rather be behind the camera and still get the money that these people get, because a lot of them make a lot of money. However, for me personally, I'd rather not have the fame. But you guys let me know what you think. What's driving these celebrities crazy? Is it the fame, or is it the lack of fame? Can fame be a double-edged sword, or is it all in how you accept fame?